The sun was up and shining as we got our first glimpse of La Goulette, the harbor town for Tunis, the capital of Tunisia. After breakfast at Parrot Cay, we had our first port adventure, Disney's name for shore excursion, scheduled for the morning. It included a walking tour of the Medina, the old city, of Tunis and the famous Bardo Museum, which has the world's largest collection of Roman mosaics. While waiting for our tour to start, we had fun watching some of our fellow passengers take camel rides on the pier. As expected, the tour was well organized, and we had a bus full. This tour was one targeted to families with children, and we wanted to see what Disney does differently than the other cruise lines. Ramadan, the month-long Muslim holiday, had ended the night before, so the Medina, old city, was very quiet. Our guide said it was a 3-day holiday, and that the streets would be mostly empty, as would the souk, market. Although some in our group were disappointed they didn't get to see all the bustling shops, we actually loved seeing the architecture and narrow passageways without all the crowds. We also walked up a few flights of stairs in a carpet shop to see the view of the city. It was lovely, but we also had to sit through the carpet presentation. Many of the 20 kids were getting tired by the time we went to the museum. It was at the Bardo Museum where Disney had a kids' activity planned. While the adults toured the museum with the guide, the kids stayed with the 2 Disney youth counselors and the local artisans in a separate workroom where they made their own mosaics. We think they all enjoyed it immensely, and they got to take home their own artwork, an 8x10 lovely piece of mosaic. The artisans helped them by cleaning and sealing the art. These ancient pieces of art, all of which date from the 2nd to the 5th century AD, are fascinating. The intricacies are amazing, as are the pictures they make when all the pieces were assembled. We were back on the ship by about 2:30, and we ate lunch outdoors. It was warm but very comfortable in the shade. The Disney ensemble group of actors, singers, and dancers did the second of their 3 shows that evening. It was titled, Villains Tonight, and featured many of the Disney villains from movies and TV. Of course, some were unfamiliar to us. It was cute, but not as good as the first show, in our opinion. We went a little early for drinks, followed by dinner at Palo's, the adults-only restaurant on the top deck. It was excellent, but way too much food. We thought the appetizers, soup, pasta, and chocolate soufflé were especially good. We also loved the complimentary after-dinner drink lemon sorbet mixed with champagne and vodka, very refreshing and not unlike the lemon granite we had enjoyed in Malta the day before. The Italian cuisine at Palo's was a good start on our next 3 days in Italy, which started with Naples.